What a hit that hits him 65%. And does it go in? It goes in! It goes in!
Wide swing by 2, 4v1, might be 4v none!
Good evening, Bio Nation. I hope you're doing well tonight. My name is Matt Williamson.
My name is Magic Ninja 107.
And you are watching Marietta College Esports. So tonight is going to be a very crazy night because we've been saying all week how there's going to be possible reschedules. So we don't have one, we don't have two, but we have 3 matches tonight. So we have our originally scheduled Rocket League match against Community College of Allegheny County. That's going to be happening really soon. Just a couple of minutes. We're waiting for the code. So it looks like everyone's getting warmed up, but we should be starting up in a few minutes. And then later on tonight, our Overwatch team is going to be playing someone, and why do I not remember? I think it's whoever they were supposed to play next week because of spring break.
Yes, rescheduled because of spring break. I cannot remember for the life of me who
they're playing someone. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to stream it. Maybe I can figure out real quick. But also, Rocket League is going to be playing York College of Pennsylvania. That was one of the matches that was supposed to be during spring break next week, but you know, next week's spring break. So it's going to be kind of hard to do some of those matches. So we're going to just try to schedule some this week. Oh, are they already getting started up?
I think they are.
Oh, come on. It's not even 8 o'clock. Oh, you know what? Okay.
It's 7:59. All right.
Okay, let me go to the roster real quick. So we have Evan Varel, Evangelos playing. He's a sophomore. We have junior Justin Shank playing. And then we have our captain, sophomore Corey Verkutrans Cloden playing, and shouts to our head coach Jared Games. You know, we usually try to start these streams a little bit early so we have time to go through announcements and not rush through it. But we're going to have to rush through them. We have our application night. We have it last Tuesday. We got one more this coming Tuesday on March 11th. So if you're a prospective student and you want to learn about the process of applying to Marietta College, join us on Discord. You can also, we'll play some Jackbox games, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Yes.
And then, well, it'll just be fun. So join us on Tuesday for that. Of course, speaking of filling out applications, we have tryouts. That's a tryout button. We're always looking for more students. So we play these teams. Check it out. We have tryouts. Check that out too. Derek wants to talk to schools. Check it out. Subscribe to Prime Gaming. Good. Okay.
Now we're
going to start. Are we blue or red?
We're blue.
We're blue.
We're going to get started here, and that first kickoff going in the way of Allegheny Community College. Allegheny Community College here. And Trax as well. Just the boost economy in the favor of Marietta. And they did have a good showing, automatically getting a goal. Shanking Clodon in the last match. A name we said a lot.
Yeah, look at that. Just a nice bounce off the wall. Clothing was in the right place. Found the opening. It was a double commit by Allegheny Community College to be able for Marietta to capitalize. They're up 1-0.
Yeah.
It's just 17 seconds into this first game.
They have been showing improvement these past couple of games. And this time, a neutral kickoff. Not going either side in one way, but right now, County has, I'm just going to say AC.
They go by CCAC if you want to use that.
CCAC, thank you. CCAC does have the boost advantage, and Trax will go put that to great use. Demoing Shank, but now Clodon, a little bit of aerial tricks here. And he's going to pass it up to Evangelos, who's not going to get anything, but Shank's going to be there on the follow-up.
Oh, that was so close. It just got deflected the last second by Flobert.
And now Clodon aggroing the ball again. That's going to get taken out by Volbert. And again, Marietta has been really great on defense. One is always almost back there. They have only had a few plays where it has been open net, and Trax just going to be able to miss that shot. Now Evangelos blocking that ball for Volbert as well. And Clodon and Trax colliding in the middle. Evangelos going to take the ball down, and now that goes in favor of Marietta here. Now Clodon, they had the advantage, and they're not going to be able to do much with it. So now they're just going to play smart, not overextend as much, and play back. That was something that they learned last time. Evangelos getting absolutely destroyed there by Wang Jam, but it's not gonna matter. Clodon slips it by.
Yeah, it was just a great shot. I mean, let's just take a look at that again, because I thought it was going to get blocked.
I did too.
But he goes for the hit, and it was just
slips it by.
He went just a little too soon. It was predicting that Clodon was going to hit the ball a little bit more to the left. So now Marietta is up 2-0. 3:23 left in this first game.
Yeah.
Evangelos will win the tip-off. It's going straight to the goal, but in that back corner.
Clodon now getting into the demo action there with the Volbert hit, with the hit on Volbert. And again, Shank is always back by the goal. They did try to set something up, but that will not be. They will find nothing but air on that pass. And Evangelos.
It's very good that they're actually having someone at the goal, because one of the issues we've seen for some of these games is just expose the goals. You got to be careful when you're triple command. You want to make sure someone's behind the goal, and that was close.
Like you said there, Volbert already 2 shots on goal, 2 misses for CCAC. And it's going to be another one. Trax with another miss that time. Going to get off the crossbar. Not going to find much. Clodon and Trax now in a bit of an air scuffle. It's a brawl in front of the net, and it will go Marietta's way. Evangelos challenging the ball. Shank also challenging the ball. Now Clodon going to try to save as much boost as he can there, but won't be able to get it. Like you were talking about, exposed nets are an issue. That's going to get ping-ponged, or a pinball play there. I think that was a pinball play off of Evangelos.
Let's take a look at that again.
It was off
to the side, but Trax actually, it was Shank that knocked it in, unfortunately.
It was Shank, a pinball play.
Yeah.
Unfortunate pinball play there.
You hate to see that.
But again, Marietta, a very, very good showing right now. 2-1. Volbert, not with much. Shank goes flying by. Just enough. Clodon. Oh, Clodon. Will we see another goal? No, that will be blocked there by CCAC. I've started to notice that they're started to back off a little bit. CCAC has Clodon with a nice tip up in the air, and Volbert just running out of boost at the last possible seconds. I don't know if they did. But
yeah,
Evangelos there. Oh, come on, Shank going for the shot, not going to find it. Evangelos there on the attempted follow-up, but now Clodon's just going to keep it back in their half, and Trax try and keep that off. Again, Shank, just a brick wall, but now it's going to be Wang Jam and Trax combining for a goal.
Yeah, we just see kind of passing it over, setting up the play. Yeah, so Wang Jam just find that opportunity, and no one was over there defending. Evangelos tries to get over there, but doesn't able to do so.
Shank, yeah. Just close there.
Oh, it's a Shank.
Yeah. A pinch, this is interesting, a pinch kickoff setup from Marietta there, and it's going to go in a neutral way. Very great way. Usually pinch kickoffs there's about a 50-50 either way there. That could have gone very poorly. Evangelos dodging in the wrong way, and I think he meant to do that, to set up Shank for something.
I think he was anticipating, and he zigged when the ball zagged, unfortunately. Sometimes he just hard to predict.
Yeah. Sometimes you miss the prediction. Clodon off the front of his car, showing the ball control skills in the air. Evangelos with a nice shot, launching that over his head. And now Shank, Clodon, and Evangelos just playing. Clodon taking down Trax. 1 minute remains in this match. It is tied up. We have never gone to overtime in Rocket League, but hey, there's a first time forever thing. And now Shank going to try and play back as Clodon, as he does bump. Now, there are not a lot of demos here. Only about 5 or 6 so far, at least plus or minus 1 or 2. And again, but there are a lot of bumps. Like you see there, Shank just getting Wang Jam off track, and that ball's going to be pushed right in front of the net.
That was just very dangerous. Whenever you have a neutral ball in front of the goal, that just screams the opportunity to go for that strike. And unfortunately, Marietta was not there to defend it, and Trax was able to get the goal. But now Allegheny County is up 3-2, 35 seconds.
Yeah, 35 seconds.
It's
not
still
over yet.
Yeah, still doable, but Marietta's going to have to score quickly. They start off at 2-0, but it's been all Allegheny County since.
Yeah, it's maybe starting to fall apart a little bit, and that's a nice scuffle in front of the goal going Clodon's way. And now Clodon might take matters. He's trying to take matters into his own hands and won't be able to get it. Evangelos back at the goal, and that's just a nice redirect from Trax. Holy cow.
Yeah, once again, Marietta triple committing back to the same mistakes we were talking about earlier, where, I mean, Evangelos was just nowhere. I mean, he was there, but just not going the right direction. Trax was able to just knock it in, and now it's a 2-goal difference with 12 seconds. Right now, it's going to be looking like CCAC is going to take it unless Marietta is able to act quickly.
Still doable, though. And if I am CCAC, I would just be looking to try and keep this ball on the ground as much as possible. As Evangelos and Shank try to get something going, but won't be able to get much. Yeah, I think CCAC is trying to go for another goal. No, they're just going to kill it. Evangelos flying by there. Just going to take it 2-4. 2-3, you correct there. 2-4, CCAC.
Oh, that's 2-4, thank you.
Yeah, 2-4, CCAC.
Yep.
Yeah, just a little bit of a start there.
Yeah, so we saw Marietta they had the momentum early on, starting 2-0, but it just was not enough, because we saw the CCAC was able to work their way, and they were able to just...
I think, yeah, maybe a little bit of nerves coming through there. They haven't played in a little bit, but they have shown definite improvement. 2 quick goals off the front.
Yeah, and I think the difference was after those 2 goals, we really saw CCAC pick up the momentum, because they were firing a lot more shots at the goal, and Marietta did not really have as many opportunities in the second half of the game to even place goals.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the nerves were on CCAC, but then they adjusted mid-game. Marietta's going to have to keep up that pressure and keep the ball onto CCAC's side and have more shots at that goal.
10 goals collectively for CCAC, and 7 goals collectively for Marietta College. A 3-goal difference there as we get back into this. We are blue again.
As soon as they start, we will start, and they are going to start. So here we go. Game 2 of this best of 5 series. Let's see if Marietta can strike back.
The kickoff going in the way of CCAC there, but again, Shank going to be right there to stop any and all momentum in front of the goal. He's a brick wall in front of there. You know he's there. And Volbert trying to start something, not going to get much. Shank just off the ceiling going wild there. And Clonon's going to have to come in from the air and do something. Shank again. Saying his name a lot. They're doing a lot of work there for the team. Clonon in the corner trying to get something going, trying to set up a play. That's not going to be much. And Shank is out of boost. This might be problematic, and it is, again, open nets.
It's the story of the season. Exposed goals, triple committing. It only works if you're able to make the goal, but Marietta gets severely punished for just not having anyone back there to defend. And as you said, but they don't have that boost, so they couldn't even get there in time.
Yeah, even then, Shank probably would have been able to make a play. Clonon with a very straight shot after that kickoff, but won't be able to do much after that. As Trax does get that ball out. Now Shank and Clonon again. Oh, Shank! Off the demo! Shank getting it off the demo!
What a great way to strike back and get back in this series.
He's hyped. Watch that, off the demo. Just Volbert, the top of his car touching it, a 40-mile-per-hour shot. With an assist there going to Evangelos. Great team play there. Now coming back 1-1 here. Ball going in the side of Marietta's. There was a bit of a bowling ball there. Oh, Evangelos again and Shank!
What is going on here?
Everyone's surprised. Watch this. 3 people miss. We'll use the power of friendship shot there. Just wow.
Sometimes it's just physics. Like, you just have 2 different forces hitting the object in a certain way, and it just goes. And, yeah, that is a literal pinch right there. And
speaking of, we'll use the power of friendship. They both touched that ball.
I don't know. That might be some physics if I were to
physics.
make a claim, but that's all right. Anyway,
woo! Shank all over there, all over that one with a save. They're doing some work, and now Wang Jam not getting sideswiped by Evangelos there. Look out. Shank again just in front of the goal. Now it's Clodon. There's a brick wall in front of that goal.
Yeah, we're starting to see Marietta trying to play a little bit more defensive with that and make sure they're at the goal ready to anticipate when those strikes are. So great play by both Clodon and Shank for those saves.
Yeah, Shank, they are right in front of the goal. Clodon barely touching the ball with an epic save there at the bottom end of his wheels. And now Volbert trying to sideswipe Evangelos, not going to get much. Evangelos with the boost advantage here. Clodon right in the middle trying to get this ball. Just misses the angle, but he will contest it. Oh, this is almost a Rule 1 there. We were going to see who the heck was going to break it first, but the angle was off. There is nobody in goal. As Clodon recognizing that, getting back there as quickly as he can. And what a good play there from CCAC. I mean, that was a scuffle in front of the net there at the end. Watch, 1, 2, hitting. Ooh, just barely slips it by Evangelos. Not much that could have been done there. It is 2-2. Marietta just need to take a breath here, and we're going to have back into this. A pinch kickoff going the way of CCAC. And now Clodon up in the air along with Volbert. Now they're going to get back on the ground here. Coming back down to earth, so to speak. Evangelos going for another one. Not going to get much. Volbert's there to clean it up. Shank just over his head. Now Clodon is left scrambling to get back, and Trax taking the goal.
So we're kind of seeing that same thing. Marietta taking that early lead back and forth, but now Trax is just capitalizing the opening. Clodon tries to go for the block, but Trax is able to be patient, wait for the ball to bounce back, and find that opening. So now we see Allegheny County taking the lead once again.
Taking the lead once again. 2 minutes 44 though. Still a lot of game left. Clodon has the more boost. The ball just being thrown into the middle, and Shank's going to get that out. Trax going supersonic there to try and keep up with that. Evangelos contesting, and Shank's going to get bumped out of the way. Now Marietta has to go, and Shank bumping, getting it, and I think Shank and Evangelos had a collision in front of the net. And that's going to be very bad. It's now Volbert's going to take another one.
Yeah, and we're just seeing some miscues, some miscommunication by the Pioneers bumping each other, and CCAC is capitalizing on that miscommunication.
Clodon keeping his team hyped, keeping his team in it. Now Clodon, speaking of Clodon, how about him taking that aggressive lead, and Shank, they strike back! That's how you respond there, buddy.
That's his 3rd goal this game, if I remember
Hat
correctly.
trick, baby. Hats off to you, Shank. Hat trick, buddy. He had everybody on the last match. Everybody on the team had a hat trick at one point.
But yeah, so he found it, just waited for that opening and just struck as soon as the ball was right in front of him. And a lot of it's just anticipating where that ball's going to be. A lot of bumping going on between Shank and Volbert, but Clodon's going to try to set up the play for Shank.
And Evangelos there on the follow-up. Yeah, it's going to go in! Evangelos and Clodon again!
That demo was huge right there. Let's take a look at it again. We don't see it on the screen, but Evangelos was able to capitalize on. Shank was actually the one with the demo, so Evangelos was able to get a free goal, and now it's tied up 4 apiece. 2 minutes left in this game.
4 apiece. Rocket League action happens quickly, and Clodon taking the ball right in front of the net, but not going to have enough boost. And now Shank keeping that, pinching the ball into the wall there. Keeping it. Now, yeah, Shank is playing back very, very far now. Just trying to keep one in front of the net at all times. I think Marietta shifted to a possible 1-1-1. One front, one mid, one back. Just trying to keep back and just not overextending, trying not to go for anything. But CCAC keeping the pressure up, and Shank with an epic save there to keep the ball out of the goal and to keep the momentum on their side. And yeah, CCAC does have the boost advantage as well.
You see balls going down the field. Shank maybe trying to go for something, but it's going to go center ball. But yeah,
trying not to overextend here. Shank in the air. Oof. Normally it's called smoke in the air, but that was Shank in the air. And Clodon is also in the air trying to contest. It's going to go off the crossbar. Shank with a save there just to get that ball out. And again, Shank pinching that off the wall, trying to get that. 1 minute remains here. Evangelos in the air. Not going to find anything, but Clodon's going to go back up on that, and Trax again. Just another defense showing up for both sides, and Trax.
It's back to the same mistakes we've talked about. Exposed goal. Shank tries to go for the block, but it was a critical miss, and Clodon almost was able to tip it away, but because of that missed block by Shank, CCAC was able to take the lead 5-4.
Yeah, Clodon taking that. Evangelos trying to capitalize on that, not going to be able to. But this match, Marietta has kind of shown up a little bit more. Clodon. Oh, Clodon right in front of the net, and Clodon and Wang Jam colliding in the air. Now Shank just getting that ball out. Yeah, now, Clodon trying to start something again. Clodon has boost.
Yeah, but they are running out of time. There's about 20 seconds remaining. Ball is on CCAC's side. Clodon tries to get the shot, but just did not get the angle he wanted. But Marietta's going to have to strike quickly.
They are going to have to strike quickly as 13 seconds remain. We have seen Marietta explosively strike. They're going to have to strike like thunder. Said thunder doesn't. Who said lightning doesn't strike twice in the same spot?
But
that would have been insane.
Yeah, it did not get the.
Clodon! Oh, it almost goes in!
Nah, it did not though, unfortunately, because it was saved by Trax.
It almost goes in there.
Yeah, but
Oh my
almost
God.
is not enough, unfortunately. So that is going to be another game for CCAC. And what we saw there, though, was the Pioneers were playing a lot better offensively.
Yes.
We saw them putting some more pressure on there. But if you look at the difference, shots at the goal, that is the big story right now. We're seeing here, you guys don't see it.
13.
Yeah, 13 shots at the goal by CCAC. Marietta, only 7. So, I mean, CCAC has almost doubled the number of shots. And when you just have more opportunities to strike at the goal, you're going to have a higher chance to get it. And even with that 5-4 difference, like, Marietta played better putting some pressure on CCAC. But I think if they were able to put even more pressure, I think they would have come out on top on this one.
Exactly. Spectating here. This is match point for CCAC.
Yeah, so Marietta's going to have to learn from the mistakes, especially have those exposed goals. That's been punishing them multiple times. At least 3 of those 5 goals last game were because of the exposed goals. So we'll see if Marietta can tighten up their defenses. They did better overall compared to game 1, but we're already trying to see a quick play by CCAC.
Not going to get much there. And again, like you were saying, the defense, Clodon gets that out. Shank and Evangelos back up on top, and Evangelos trying to finish that, and that's going to be just off the carved tracks. And Clodon again with a little bit of an initial D reference there, maybe. The power slide into the side swipe.
You know, any type of bumping or disruption just can kind of mess up their play. So that's why we do sometimes see a lot of the enforcer rolls from these teams where all they'll do is just bump other cars because it really does mess up their momentum.
And or just going with that, a trade there. Clodon and Evangelos getting Clodon getting demoed, Evangelos giving a demo. Excuse me. Oh, that's a nice shot from Clodon, but Volber's just gonna have enough boost to keep that thing going. Yeah, but exposed net. Clodon reading that, trying to just stay back, keeping the ball on the ground. Oh, he jumps over tracks.
I don't know if he knew that he was going to try to get demoed from behind and anticipate it, or if that was just luck.
I saw it. I saw him move quickly, make an input, moving the right stick, taking off of the ball cam. Yeah, just keeping it up. Just watching the camera. That ball cam can be turned off. And making a look around. Clodon trying to stay in the net. It's a big save from Clodon to keep this ball, to keep this game 0-0. The game sense of Clodon is off the charts, and now Evangelos and Clodon trying to start something here. Evangelos does have the boost, a 100% full boost, and Evangelos can probably start expanding some of it at Shank. It's just a scuffle in front of Marietta's net. Marietta does have to get this ball out, and Evangelos finally will. But Shank just going to be right there to say no, and Clodon getting demoed. That was almost being punished there. Ooh, and the ball's just gonna be knocked off, but Shank coming in, smoke in the air there as like a missile coming down, and now Shank again, he's gonna knock it into the goal.
No, he was trying to knock it away, but unfortunately just did not have the right angle. So we'll take a look at this again. Trax goes for the shot, and it was going to go in. So Shank did the right move of trying to knock it away. He just didn't get the angle he wanted.
The angles are everything in this game. Now it's going to be a pinch setup there. Clodon and Shank and Volbert colliding in the middle. Isaacs repelling them away from each other. Oh, that's just an insane shot from Wing Jam. That slow shot.
That is so frustrating for any team where the ball's just sitting there, but it just comes back. No one's at the goal. Clodon tries to get there, but CCAC was just able to capitalize on that exposed goal.
0 Evangelos locking in a little bit. They're leaning forward in the chair a little bit. Clodon as well, trying to start something. A double commit might be punished here. But Clodon, will we see a cross map? No, it will not be a cross map. And that's a little frustrating for them. Trax it's slowing down, falling on the top of his car there. Now Clodon. Again, it's another scuffle in front of the net. And it's not going to go Marietta's way. Just a lot of scuffling. Oh, Evangelos flying there. Clodon knocking that out of the way. Good stuff. Clodon.
Yeah, great play by Clodon there. It was a neutral ball, so that just screamed, get the ball out there as fast as possible.
I'm pretty sure Clodon was like, I don't care how messy it is, just get that ball out. Even if it's 2 centimeters to the left of the goal, it's still not a goal. Clodon probably trying to look for that ball, not going to find it, but off the top, an epic save off the crossbar there.
Yeah, but now we're seeing CCAC is putting a lot of pressure on the Pioneers. The ball is staying on Marietta's side way too much, and they're down 2 goals, so they're going to have to find a way to get the ball out of the zone and get down the field so they can start scoring. We got just a little over a minute left, so time is not on their side if they want to tie it up. And here we go once again. As triple commit, they got punched, and that might be the nail in the coffin for this match.
The backbreaker.
It's a communication issue. No one is saying who is staying back to defend. And so if they don't score and it gets past them, there's nothing they can do. I mean, they have their boost, but it's just not going to be enough to go from one side of the field to the other. You can't have all 3 putting that kind of pressure. Usually someone, like, take a look at what CCAC does. You're probably going to find someone staying in the middle of the field whenever they're on the offense.
Yeah, Volbert, obviously a midfielder kind of defender, is Volbert fluttering in the air, sputtering in the air to try and start something again. A goal here would just feel like salt to the wound, and I think Marietta wants to avoid a shutout as well. And yeah, Clodon's showing a little bit of the technical skills, a dribble, a pop-up, trying to set Evangelos up, but will not be able to. Oof. And it's a shank in the air again. A missile, and Wang Jam just reading that. Oof. Again, just the pressure from CCAC. Oh, shank. It's going not right into the front of right into the grill of Volbert. And shank. Good stuff. Hold on. Huh?
Yeah, I don't know if there's some network issues going on, but it's coming at the worst time. But that is going to be the match with one final score by CCAC.
A little bit of salt to the wound there. At least it feels like. GG's already coming out.
It's pretty standard in Rocket League.
Oof.
But that is going to be the match. CCAC will take the series 3-0. So, I mean, we're seeing some improvements there, but what it just came down to, once again, is just a lot of I wouldn't say missed opportunities, but just exposed goals is what keeps punishing them. Yes. And what's happening is you have all 3 of the Pioneers going on the offensive, and once that ball gets past them, even if they're at 100 boost, they cannot chase it down. They need to have at least one person in the middle at all times.
Yes, trying to keeping that back. And even in the last match, though, this outcome was the same. Except, no, it wasn't. They took one match, and that one match, I remember Ginger Ale and I were casting that match. No, it was actually Sixer and I. Excuse me. We always were saying shank with the save, shank with the save, shank with the save. And you can even see in the director cam, he was back a lot of the time. The only time he would commit is if he knew that ball was neutral, if he knew that was a shot opportunity.
All right, so what's going to happen here is the next match is not until like 9:15, 9:30, somewhere around there. So instead of having the stream up for almost an hour, we'll probably just take down the stream for now, and then we'll bring it back up around 9 o'clock Eastern time. But I mean, there'll also be an Overwatch match. Unfortunately, we will not be able to stream at the same time, but Overwatch team will be playing against Robert Morris University. I finally remembered who they're playing.
Yeah, Robert Morris.
Yeah, so they'll be playing Robert Morris tonight. So we'll also try to keep you updated with how that match is going while we're talking about things in Rocket League. But thank you all for watching. We do hope that you'll join us in about a half hour, but if not, for all the latest updates with what's going on with the Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us on all of our social media channels, whether it's here on Twitch or X or Facebook or YouTube or Instagram and TikTok. Shout outs to all of you again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your follows, your gifts, your subscriptions. We truly appreciate your generosity, and we hope to see you in a bit, but if not, hope you have a great night.